All right. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So to start this off, let's see. Where were we at? Let's do some follow up.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
I guess we could start with the face, the mustache. You know, it's not too much of a burden. You don't need this anymore. Yeah, everything's gonna be about that size. Uh, let's see. Mustache, where are you? Mustache. Shouldn't group this. Of course, it's gonna go all the way down here. I could do this. There we go. Looks like my playlist wants to be slightly emo today. A nice time at the show yesterday. Trying to put things together in my life still, but hey, it's the app. Okay, so let's go to the start. Stash. Oh, so we know where we are. It's not the way I had imagined it all in my mind. Do I have negativity? Because I can't justify the way everyone is looking at me. Oh, okay, cool. So where the peg is, so if we drop this peg, everything will. Yeah, so these are the three guys we want to mess with. Okay. As he's doing this O, we want to drop it down. Because that's what the lip of the mustache does. If you look at my mustache, it doesn't exactly stay the same. Kind of moves. So we're going to want to move this with the mustache. I think that should be enough. I want to throw some wiggle in there. Give it some good cover. See how he opens that up? Just like that. I think I did that better. So he lifts his lip. The mustache comes up with the lip. But we want to make sure it's covering just enough of the lip. Not too much. It still has a mustache look. That's what I'm focusing on. Okay. And then just with these three offsets, how it's laid out, right? We close this, and we can copy these for every time he has an O look like this, and O look like that. We're going to copy that. We're going to copy it and then lay it over. So, copy, big O, little O. See that? Ow. Shock. It doesn't have any more of those. So now we got to get the big O. Look for all those big locations. Do one here. Okay. So now we're gonna go with the original smaller mouth, and this is where see how my mustache kind of goes up and out. We're gonna want to duplicate that on the piece also. Even if we have it there already, like right here, it's the same. We want to drop it because the one before that's going to change it slightly. Top. I think like right, and then See how it kind of slightly changes? We're going to want to do that and encourage that change. So we just want to handle this on the smaller mouth for now. So if you see where I'm dropping this tag right here, that's going to be all the same length of mouth for that section. And honestly, we could probably get away with a da, 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 because it's kind of the same. So we could probably drop it there too. But I want to put like a slight difference when he closes it, because when we go E, it kind of spreads out and far. Right? I'm going to put it just in a little bit more. And for this larger one, we are going to go up and out more. Up and out, because we are moving those lips, right? As we extend them out further. So that's what I'm going to do for the larger one right here. Now we're just going to go ahead and drop this on all the large mouth stuff. Control B, I want control V. Big mouth. Closed C. So closed C, there's like a closed C, like a C, and then there's a C, you know, so there's a small C and then a C. So this larger C here, we're going to use this on the other ones. Probably use it there too, to be honest. I want to copy this here and then see if we could throw it there too. Honestly, I think this one's going to come up a little bit more like this. Gives a little bit more of like a disgust, right? We'll throw it there. I think it's there too. Right there also. Also right here. Here. And then this will be the larger. You get a little bit of aggression in there by showing the teeth. It's kind of like a primal thing, like, yeah. The black and white's going to be for spooky season. I don't exactly have a camera set up, so right now technically I'm using my phone, and it's doing a good job, right? All right, anyways, back to this. I think here I want to kind of relax it a little bit, because when you make a the, it's not like a right? It's more like a the. So we're going to copy that, relax it a little bit. The larger one I remember was a little bit out more. It stretched a bit more. This guy also drops. And then we relax him a little bit. So that one, I believe, is another one we copied. So let's go ahead and copy that. E, 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 E. So we could probably use that to get our E started, right? As like kind of like a smudge frame almost. Lips come up. Look at that. E, E. So relaxed on the ends. Lips come up in the center like that. Right? And then these guys relax a little bit. There we go. It's just funny because of how straight his eyes are. It just makes it look like a disapproval face. I love it. It's fun. But drop it there. But if you go to this one, we can copy and paste that. In. Oh, there's like a snare frame there. B. The whole mustache is going to come down. B. There we go. Comes down as is. Stretches apart. Kind of relaxed. Should be more or less just resting over the top lip. Base form, right? Base form. How y'all doing? I hope you all doing okay. But anyway. We can drop that when we paste it here. And then we have that all rigged out. Check it out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
Look at that. Yeah. Okay. So now let's put some expression on those eyebrows, right? So what the hell are you like? What the hell is like lifting, right? I want it right when he hits that. So we're gonna curve this eyebrow up and this one down as if confused, and then going into like angered as if he's insulted, right? What the hell? So it's like, what the hell are you even talking about? So then it goes back down. Then we can drop them. Sorry, I'm doing the thing with my eyebrows just to try to match it. What the hell are you even? So we're gonna go up again. What the hell are you even? And then this is where he begins to get mad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt this down a little bit and then curve it up. Same thing with this guy here. We're going to tilt him. Then we're going to bring him down. This represents the amount of anger that he's feeling at the moment. I want the eyebrows dip, right? Just like that. And then angry, real angry. Eyebrow straighten out for that, right? And then from there, we do all the easy. That's probably going to be a little janky, but we can fix it later. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Right? Now we got the eyebrows base functions, and then if we go through it, we'll just need to ease it.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
See that? Goes from like confused to angry. All these emotions. So from here, this ease frame, I want it to. You know what? Actually, yeah. We could probably use the master peg to kind of emphasize some of this stuff, but then like ease it in later. So we go 2 frames out. We go 2 frames out here. We can go down, watch up, right? And then into up. And then theoretically, it would go back into a dip, rise, and then in again. I just want that rise to be a little bit more like in line. If that makes sense. It's a little over. And we're gonna go down, up, go down, up, rest. This up should be a little bit higher. That should be good. This one should duck a little bit more. Then we'll need a up and then down and then settle. So now that we got those all set, we are going to modify these guys ever so slightly. So this is the duck before the raise. So I'm going to go eyebrows down, eyebrow down, palm, eyebrow up, eyebrow up, into position, right, down, up, position, down. Even if it's down more, we're going to bring them down, right, ever so slightly, about the same amount as we did last time. Up, fly up. This one will fly up too. Position. See that? And then he dips again. Dips again. To fix this, we could probably bridge these right here, right? So that they do what he needs to do. But we want to fix this first. He's going down and then up. So we go down again. Dip the brow. Dip the brow. We're going to up the brow. Up the brow. And then falls into place. So here to here, good. It'll kind of dip itself in, kind of like a slope, right? And once it slopes, it'll make that a little bit more smooth. Then we're going to have another. Oh yeah, this one goes up to down. So we're going to go here. I want to do a little dip before we go up, right? The music is too loud. Let me know. I have the mic here, but it's like sometimes I don't speak into the mic directly, so the music could just eat it all up. Let me actually lower that for you. Okay, so he dips, right? I think I did something. And then I think it's up and then down. I think it's down and then up. But this one's supposed to be up. So I think this one's supposed to be here. And then this one technically should be right there. We're going to drop this more though. Right there should be good. So maybe we do that little dip here, which is what we were talking about earlier. Right? On that original position. Create a piece, right? Up. Fly up. And it falls back down into place. So we'll go small dip. Maybe a large dip. A large dip might create more effect. There we go. It's more of like a bounce. You see that? Okay. And if we want to be stingy about it, we can just grab all these offsets right here, right? Now this is for the mustache. We want to do this stuff. You can grab all these offsets and just connect them. Theoretically, don't need to connect too much of them. And they'll kind of create smudge frames in between via Toon Boom, and it'll look a lot smoother. So check it out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
Might be a little too much at the beginning. So let's check it out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
So we might want that pause here. So let's get rid of that pause. And then see how that actually works out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
I like that. I like that. And then when we get the face move in, it'll look a lot better. So we got our eyebrows. Eyes are just going to do the thing, right? I want his eyes to kind of like squiggle, right? And I think they have a texture on them already. So let me double check. Oh, they don't. Okay, so we can create a composite for these eyes. H. No, it's not what I was thinking. I already recorded a highlight. My bad. I was on the wrong program. Anyways, go here. Control H. Stop doing that. Because it's a Control H is supposed to be here to create a composite. Looks like I have conflicting. Yeah, I have conflicting shortcut buttons. I'll have to go into TikTok Live and delete them all. We'll do this instead. Go up here. Go to, I think it's combined. Composite. See? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. So for the pupil, I think the pupil is actually up on top on this overlayer, which is perfect. Because that means go all. I hope that's not tired. That is bad. It's something I don't want. Oh yes, because I'm selecting everything. This is perfect right here. So what we can do is drop this color layer over here. We're going to go down here and we're going to create a texture to it. We could do a chalky texture, charcoal texture. I like bumpy. Bumpy might do us some good, right? We're going to do the same with the other eye. We're going to go to this other eye, circle everything, go down here, create a bumpy layer, right? Now, this is a cool part. So if you go to your node library, enter, and then you go animate pencil texture, right? You could use this guy here, put them in front of the eyes. I believe this is where the eyes are. Let me make sure this is where the eyes are going. I want to put them right before that guy. Technically don't need this guy and or this guy, or because the eyes are going through this pencil texture, right? So anything that's textured in that piece, we could open this window up and it'll tell us how much it's going to animate it. For me, I like every 2, it's going to move the texture around in the circle, right? And we won't be able to see it on here, but if we go into our render view and skip every 2 frames, check it out. Pay attention to the texture on his eyes. It's theoretically supposed to be moving, but since it's not, we're going to see. We'll switch it to dynamic and see if that it does anything different. No, it's not doing the texture movement we want it to be just yet. But we're going to continue to try. Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because our line layer, it needs to be on our line layer. This texture is for the line layer. My bad. We'll have to hold the values. Yeah, see? Pencil textures uniquely, each drawing uniquely, everything consistently. Okay. So we want to do this off each drawing uniquely. What we're going to do, we're going to grab our overlaid pupil and drop it onto our line arts. Which was on our line art, so I'm confused why it's not doing the change. Usually it does it pretty good. I don't know if it's like a rendering thing right now. Realistically, this is kind of what would change. I wonder if I still need these guys. And put them back where they went, right? Put this guy in front of them, and then let's go to our render view to see if that changes. It's not changing the way I want it to. So, boom, in here. Hold value, dynamic value. I'd say holds, hold value. Stop motion keyframes. We could do that. I'll just do the hold value. Okay, so let's see if that does anything else. Squiggles aren't bugging me too much, but it's not doing a thing still. So this composite for these guys, we might need to do one each for each one because the composite might be getting in the way. So with this being said, we got this guy right here animated first. Sure, which one we have collected. Let's zoom in on this guy. It might be a composite thing. Yeah, it might be because we have our auto patch in this portion here. So theoretically, this should be up here where the face composite is. That's where I messed up. So, because this is actually superseding whatever's on this side here. Theoretically, we don't need this or this as part of that composite, because these are going all to the space composite right here. Same with these guys, to be honest. Theoretically, we should just be able to chop it like that, and everything should be working. Except the hat, sorry. And the wrinkles, because the wrinkles are also part of the head. We don't need that guy. Don't need that guy. That guy. And I think that's good. Let's get this guy over here. This guy needs to be in front of the eyes. And to my knowledge, I don't think they need the eyes. All right, now it should be able to change. Check it out. See how they kind of squiggle in between? That's what we're looking for. It's creating some dynamic range in the eye movement. Not super noticeable, but this is the amount of capture that's being captured in our scene. So it should be fine. See, considering how close it is, you should be able to see that slight subtle difference. Okay, now back to our regular view. Got our eyes situated. We got our wrinkles situated. We got everything else situated. What else do we need? Let's check it out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
Subtle head movements. That's what we need. So for this, I'm actually going to use the space peg. Right there. See that? I want to move his head slightly. Let's go over here. Face peg. So face peg, drop everything down so that we just have the face peg. And then we can go up. Let me copy the centerpiece off. So we'll go up, down. See how the jaw moves with it? This is awesome because this tells us that our head is moving when it's not really moving that much, right? And if we connect these three, it should have a nice subtle movement.
What the hell are you even talking about?
See that?
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
So for this, we're going to want to move that hat. So if we go to the hat, we'll move it in accordance, but we're going to move the face and then move the hat first, or the face first and then the hat. So if we do that, everything should work out pretty fine. So it is what it is. All right. Now as he drops his brows, I kind of want to dip down this way from here. And then up. And then down again. And then, yes, Dave. Drop the original peg here. Boom. Connect those guys. I'll check it out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
And then we could probably reverse paste here. Copy. Reverse paste. You don't want to connect these because it'll make a slow moving thing. We want it to
You even talking about? I've been talking about.
We might need to move this over, so let's slide these over a tad bit.
Been talking about, Chuck.
No, we want it over just after this guy ends.
We've been talking about, Chuck.
Maybe at the start of it might work better.
We've been talking about, Chuck.
Let's check that out. See how that works.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
Oof. Okay, so I kind of want to have this have precedence over the ears. It might help us a lot with the face movements so that we don't have to move the head. So let's check it out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. It worked. It worked. So now I don't have to animate the ears individually. Let's see what happens if you put the hat on there, huh? Yeah.
What the hell are you even talking about? Shut. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. But for this, I want the hat to kind of come up a little bit more. I want to see that wrinkle, right? Shrink it. Appropriate size right there. That is going to stay consistent with its size. So we're going to put this first one on there and then see how this looks. So let's check it out. It's like animating without actually having to animate. Right? What the hell are you even talking about? Shut. You like that? Like that? Yeah, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Render view. Now we need to turn on the lights. Supposed to drop some lights on here. Let's go. Fuck with the shadow first before we do the lights. If we turn this on from where it was last time, I don't think we need to modify it too much. Activates. Now this whole face composite is going to have its own shadow. So theoretically, it should just kind of do its thing. So like, check it out. See how everything's shadowed, right? You can inverse that. It's so bright. I don't like that. By the big transformation, which is it's the direction of the real. So that would be real. It's so soft. I don't like how soft it is. We don't want multiplicative. This we're gonna clear this. Clear that. We don't want it to follow wherever that is. So theoretically, there's like a peg out here somewhere that wants to do its thing from. So let's find it. Ah, they're all up here. I'm gonna clear those. We're back to our animation now. We're gonna get this big transformation here. Gonna open this guy up, and now he should just be flat. See that? So it should be able to edit this stuff. I might just have to do it again. Onto the truck factor. Onto that. Okay. Now it's shadowed. We want it shadowed just like that, but not too much. So I like how soft the shadow is. I'm just not a fan of this whole thing going on here. Get rid of that keyframe. We're gonna start this over. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. This sometimes it's easier just to throw the pegs on there again so they're defaulted to where they should be. Theoretically, we don't need to do those. We just need another tone. So we'll do this. Boom, just like that. We'll pop this guy in right there, this guy in right there. Brand new tone, right? Rid of this guy, boom, right there. This guy, boom. Now we can mess with these settings, which I will have at like 1.5 maybe. Going to invert the matte. I want it to be bright. Radius, I'm probably gonna do like 0.5. All right, because we don't want it blending too much. Do 2 for now. 3. And then this guy. I'm gonna delete that, create a new peg. all defaulted, right? Going to grab the peg, and where I want it to shrink from, I'm going to place it. Look right here on the chin. All right, so if I grab this peg and slightly shrink it, theoretically, all the light spots should be closer to the top where all the wrinkles are. So that's not exactly what we want. We're going to have to bring it to the bottom. But everything below it is fluffed, so to say. And that creates some depth for our shadow, right? Which I like. I like it. Creates like more of a cynical flavor. Flavor is the right word for it. Dropping this guy. Keep dropping it. I think that'll do good like that. It's nice and subtly dark. I'm gonna grab this guy. 0.5. Maybe 2. Yeah, 2. Because it's gonna get darker once we put the other shade on the feature of the face, right? So let's do 1.5, make it nice and subtle. So that way when we pop this guy on, which we're probably going to have to get rid of this guy and this guy, but then put a new tone shader in there, which shouldn't be a problem. So let's go ahead and tone, activates, boom, 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 and then peg transformation, create a peg transformation peg. Then we're going to go down here, drop this guy to the way bottom also. So when we place him down and we mess with our peg, which we are also going to set to 2 and 0.5 of these nice sharp lines. See where it's already highlighted where the other one was? We might need to go 0.5 to kind of smoothen that out a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be about right there. Strip out. This guy here, peg transformation, right? I'm going to slightly bring him down. Just like that. As if he's being shined from above, right? I kind of want it to cover a little bit more. We'll probably bring it in, all things considered. There you go. It looks a little bit more natural. Not too bad. We're going to have to mess with this radius. Smoothing it out a little bit more, right? Put a little bit more feather on the shadow. But it is giving us more of like what we're looking for, right? So now we got that. That's all set. What we're going to do, we're going to drop the light over it, right? So, save. I am going to just copy and paste from my previous scene because I'm very lazy. So we'll go to scene 16, I want to say. I don't believe I have hops on 16. I'm going to be taking my dog out later. Anyone in Portland want to join up? Hit me up, and we will get bingo on. But until time, let's finish this bad boy up. Oh yeah, we did this one last. I like that. Okay, light peg. Steal that guy and this guy. Control C. And we're going to our next scene here. Scene 17. We've gotten very far in this little voyage. Be sure to like and subscribe. And then on YouTube, and if you're on TikTok, go ahead and follow. Because I'm on like multi-platforms. I'm actually trying to grow my Twitch, which I'm thinking I'm just gonna do for like gaming, maybe. I used to do animation tutorials on that thing, but it doesn't really seem to be too active, so I don't mess with it too much. Probably bad marketing. Check full and depth. Okay, so we need this light. Drop them over here. Boom. We're gonna do the same with this guy. Let's drop them over here. Boom. Now we should have a backdrop with an overhanging light. But this light, I need it to shrink now. It's not so close. I want to kind of make it so it's slight different towards the back of it. So when we actually have our guy over it, right? It kind of does what it's supposed to. I want to try something too. Let's see. Okay, maybe I go here with this guy, move him down here. I want to try this just because I want to experiment a little bit, see if that helps. No, that does not help. So theoretically, if I grab this guy and then put this guy and this guy here, I'd have to get rid of this guy too. Here, right? And then put this guy here, and then this guy here. Should do the same thing. Yeah, that looks way better. See, now we don't got that weird little light thing in the middle. Then we also have the shadow from the other piece. So maybe your master shade should be prevalent to the entirety of the piece. Makes sense. And I can mess with that. Like I said, if you're watching, be sure to subscribe, follow me. I'm just trying to grow this page. It'd be nice. But like I said, we got this guy going. We're going to do a render preview because I'd like to see how this turned out. Should fairly be okay. I'll go ahead and change the preview to the actual preview screen. Once it opens, once it decides to do its thing. It usually takes quite a bit to get it. Man, yesterday's show was pretty crazy. It was nice though to go out and then do my thing. Bad at all. I could increase the size of this by 2. That way you guys kind of got like a little bit of a close up. Not too much, but this is what we got. Check it out. What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? And it's like he's moving his head. What are you even talking about, Chuck? Not at all. What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? Neck movement. Squash and stretch. Yes. The most important portion of this is a squash and stretch that we didn't do yet. So, Master Peg time. Hey, take that how you want it. Some people like it. I'm not here to judge. All right, so Master Peg, put you down here. As he moves, where's my mouse pick? Boom. We need to make sure that he squashes and stretches accordingly. So this is our base form. Base form there. Base form there. Base form there. Here, he's going squish and then stretch. So you get that done. Here, what I'm thinking is what we're going to do is we're going to stretch, squish him, but then tilt him one way. As he comes down, place our regular peg, squish, stretch, tilt the other way. As it comes up, paste it, regular form, up, then, trust me, it makes all the difference. See that? Juicy, like yellow. This is a base form. Here. Back. Base form. Squish. And up. So I'm going to go base form again. Up. Squish. Only so slightly, because we're not really moving that much. And then, so we're going down and then up, curve, base form. This is going to be a down and then stretch, but we're also going to lean them this way. And then this is base form, but then we're going to go slightly this way to go back to where he is. So there's a little bit of a jiggle, right? We're going to do the same here. So here, I would like to go with his base form, stretch it here. Oops, I got dark. Over, but then down. Right? Then, as he comes here, back to base form. So, here, right? We're going to go up, stretch, base form, down, stretch, right? And then, as it comes up, back to base form, up and squeeze. And then base form, down, and stretch, back to normal. So that should look fairly smooth now. Check it out by itself.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
See that? A lot more movement, a lot more action, very jiggly. And we want to be able to fluid, like throughout we want fluid movement throughout the animation. So, that being said, let's do another render view. Let's get rid of this guy. Yes, please render everything again. And it should be fine. If there's latency on the camera, I don't know what to tell you. I got to get a new webcam. I threw my old one out. It wasn't doing any good for me. So, render view. Here we go. So, compared to where we were, let us play this on repeats. There we go. Check it out.
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck? What the hell are you even
fancy? I want to put a camera in this thing. So we can do is we can grab a camera to move the camera movements, right? See, camera, right? Then we put a peg on that camera, right? Right? Now trip out. This is where the magic happens because now we could pan wherever we need to. So I want to start zoomed in close because he's very angry, right? I should start at the beginning of the sequence. If we go to our camera peg should be way at the bottom. Yep, camera peg. So here, I want to zoom in.
What the hell are you even talking about? Shut.
And then our end peg, I want to be hyper focused out. I think that's like the most we can do. But here we could start zoomed in, and then there'll be a smooth ease when we do this. So if we render this again, it should be slightly different. Check it out. If you join, make sure to shoot me a follow. You know, I have a lot of content coming up, including this. I think on Wednesday we're gonna draw spooky monsters on YouTube. So be sure to go to YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube. Other than that, it should be fairly fun. Okay, this is what we got. Now this is what the camera magic is.
What the hell are you even talking about? Shut.
See how it kind of pans out? Create some dramatic effect, and I like that. I like that so much.
What the hell are you even talking about? Shut.
Yeah. Does that. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and render this to my files. Here, it's gonna be sequence 17. And then it's going to be from nodes, or not from nodes, from frames 1071. Well, this one says 1068, so let's go 1069. Oh, that's why that other one was short. So I might have to go back and render that other piece too. 1071 to 1103. Don't want that. That should render that portion. Go to my video editor, drop this in the video editor, and with the grains and everything else on it, it should look a lot better. Should. In the meantime, while this is doing its thing, I'm going to open my video editor. So be patient with me. I'm doing the best I can. I use Filmora because Filmora gets me. Now they just simplify it. It's just way easier than DaVinci Resolve or any other program. But aside from that, it's just like I wish I had more interconnection with like After Effects without having to render my stuff over and over again. Let's see. Loading up on my other screen right now. So just bear with me. Bear with me. I'll have to update too. Alright, so let's get sequence 17. Drop it on our piece now. And then Studio Magic will work its way into place. So this is what we've done so far on TikTok. Open this more. all my voice actor stuff there too. I have all their sequences to the side. I want to save that. So let's check it out.
Dead hops. What kind of friendly is a friend for dead?
You're
practically brothers.
I don't feel like they can spot it. Back for you, Chuck. We search every.
Get your hops.
It's gonna blank too.
Get your
The
hops.
rendering issue.
Or does someone want to wipe out the competition with commission and promotion?
What the hell are you even talking about, Chuck?
See that? See that dramatic effect? The coloring's just a little weird because it's doing this weird thing with the rendering, but it'll get fixed once it exports. But we got a few scenes all set up, you know, so be sure to subscribe to YouTube, go to my Instagram, whatever you guys do for social medias, just come find me and I'll be there, you know. So till next time, it's nice hanging out. Bye.